Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. So for today I have a whole bag of brand new makeup that I picked up over I think the last month, I would say. And as you can tell, I don't have any makeup on. I was just getting ready. So let me zoom you in a little bit closer and then I'd say we get started. To start off, I have a new foundation, which is the Chanel Vita Lumia Aqua, which is a very popular foundation, which I have used before already and I ran out. So I got a fresh new one, and I did pick this one up at the airport, which I would highly recommend because it is quite an expensive foundation and you do save quite a bit. So I'm color 30 beige, and with this foundation always make sure to give it a good shake because there is quite a lot of water inside, which is actually really silly that it's such an expensive foundation when it's literally like so much water. I normally prefer using my fingers for applying foundation. I just find the results are always so much more natural and it just blends in to the skin much better. Oh, it smells like summer. It smells so good. Honestly, that's like the perfect summer foundation if you are on the hunt for one. It does have SPF 15 inside as well, which is really not a lot. So if you do wear it in summer, please wear some SPF as well. But it's like this super light foundation that doesn't go anywhere. It's just like stays put all day. It doesn't really go into any fine lines, and it's just kind of like your skin but better. It's just like evens out the skin tone without looking heavy at all. And I feel like it also gives a really nice glow. You can kind of see it here. I might apply just a tiny bit more around here. The foundation does build quite nicely as well. Perfect. I love that. That looks really, really good. Okay, next up, because the foundation isn't super covering, I do need a concealer as well. And I've picked up a brand new Rimmel Lasting Perfection concealer. And I got the color 0 Classic Beige. I did have this concealer before as well. Quite a few years ago I bought it in London. But I had a different shade, so this one is a new shade for me. I'd never tried this one before. And it looks a little bit lighter than the one I had. I'm just gonna apply tiny bit under my eyes, and then I also feel like I have some redness on my forehead, nose, and then some here. And I always put some on my chin as well. I'm gonna do one side with my finger and try to blend it out, and it blends really easily, as you can tell, just like kind of disappears. So it's not super covering, as I said, but for under the eyes I think it looks nicer when it's not super full coverage. But let's see with the brush. Yeah, it blends out really nicely as well. Although looking into the mirror, I kind of prefer this side. I always feel like brushes just like swallow up so much of the product. So one thing I found really annoying since I moved to New Zealand. So if you're new to my channel, I recently moved to New Zealand. I lived in London before, but I'm actually from Austria. So I kind of like hopped around quite a bit over the last years. And at the moment, because seasons are the other way around, it's end of autumn, start of winter here in New Zealand. And I see all of my friends back at home starting their summer and like having a really good time. And like I'm sitting here being like, it's getting dark really early. It's getting dark at like 4 o'clock, I would say already. It's getting quite cold as well. It's raining all the time. So I find that really tricky, kind of seeing all of my friends having a great time and then me like sitting here in the cold. So yeah, that's something I definitely have to get used to. And I hope next summer here, because this summer that was just past was really not the best. So I really hope next summer is gonna get a bit better. Okay, moving on to eyebrows. I have 2 new products here. The first one is the Rimmel Wonderful Eyebrow Gel in Clear. I tried to find a new eyebrow gel for quite some time because I didn't bring one here to New Zealand. And I've never tried this one before, and I thought I'll test it. And then I purchased another one of my all-time favorite eyebrow pencils, which is the Catrice Eyebrow Stylist. And I always have the color 040 Don't Let Me Brown. I normally would always apply the pencil first and then the eyebrow gel, but I kind of want to try the eyebrow gel first because I feel like I often fill out areas of my eyebrow that don't need to be filled out because I kind of brush them into place afterwards anyway. And I prefer like a natural look anyway. So that one is very wet feeling, I'd say. I feel like my eyebrows are quite good ones to test out eyebrow gel because they're so thick and not a lot of eyebrow gels can actually hold them in place. What do we think? feels very wet. I quickly let it sit and dry for a minute, and then I'll come back and then try to apply the pencil. Oh yeah, it's really wet.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I just quickly applied some highlighter and bronzer because I don't have any new ones, so they don't feel crispy, which sounds a bit weird, but I do have an eyebrow gel from Glossier, the Boy Brow one, and I always feel like it makes my eyebrows really like sticky and crispy at the same time. Like it really holds them in place quite well. I think that's one of the best ones I've tried so far, but I just don't like this like sticky, crispy feeling. I just prefer my eyebrows feeling somewhat natural, and I feel like they do with that, but I can see how it might not hold them in place, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna take a teeny tiny bit of the pencil, just run it through the front. I have a bit of a gap, and then I'll just use the brush on the other side, just a tiny bit, to run it through again. So those are the eyebrows done. I tried to make them somewhat fluffy, but as I said, I feel like with my eyebrows, it doesn't really work that well. Anyway, let's move on to the eyes. And for the eyes, I have a really cool new product, which is from a brand called Mecca Max, which is a store here in New Zealand and also in Australia, which is called Mecca. And they do their own makeup as well. And everything I tried so far, even on the testers, is so good. If you do ever come over here, definitely have a look at them. They're really cool. And the other day I bought this eyeshadow pencil here, which is a kind of like a silvery, shiny one, and I really love the way it looks. I was on a hunt for a silver eyeshadow that is not matte but very metallic, and this one is like exactly what I was looking for. I think it looks so cool and like kind of spacey. So the idea with this one was that I want to create a winged liner with it. So I'm just gonna apply it first and see if I can take a brush maybe and do the wing with that, or like I do a bit of the wing. Okay, like that, and then I'll just take like a little angled brush and just drag it out a little bit more. I actually got inspired by Gigi Hadid on, I think the show is called Next in Fashion, and she had a look where she was wearing a silver eyeshadow and or like a silver eyeliner as well, and I found it so cool and so unique that I was like, I want to try that as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do once the tip is worn down, because you can't sharpen it, it's like plastic here, so yeah, I'm not quite sure about that, but so far it's really good, and I really want to try some more of the colors, and in general I really want to try some more makeup products as well. So if you live in New Zealand or Australia, or you know brands here that you think I should definitely try, please let me know, because I feel like I'm still such a newbie when it comes to all of the brands here, not only makeup but like anything really. And then next up I have a new mascara, which is the Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara. And this one, I have to admit, I did actually try once already in a video, in a first impressions video, but I haven't used afterwards. So yeah, I've just tested it once, and my first impression, I'm gonna link it down below for you, but was pretty good. So let's see, second time trying if I still like it. In the video that I filmed, I did 2 layers of the mascara, and it was quite a lot. I'm not sure if it's just me, but when I tried the mascara the first time, it was like a really separating mascara and lengthening as well. But now as I try it again, I'm not sure if the product already dried a little bit, but I feel like it kind of like clumps the lashes just at the root quite a lot, which it didn't before. Yeah, it's definitely a super intense mascara, but definitely super affordable. I would say the mascara was probably the cheapest product I bought out of all of the ones I'm showing you today. But yeah, that's how it looks. I think it looks really pretty, and I really like it with the silver. Honestly, I'm so obsessed with the silver. I think it looks really fun. And then I have a new lipstick as well, which is actually brand new to L'Oreal as well, which is the Intense Volume Matte, and I have the color 640. And I did see a review of the new lipstick range, and they are, as the name already says, matte lipsticks, which is kind of going against what the trends are. Like, the trend is always like super natural lips and like glossy and a lot of lip oils at the moment. So matte is not really a thing anymore, I feel like. I'd say like 5 to 10 years ago, everyone was wearing matte lipsticks. But I saw a review of these and was really intrigued. The colors looked beautiful. And also the inside is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Like, there's the print on the top of the lipstick. It looks like a super high-end luxurious lipstick. So I do have a little bit of a lip balm on. I did learn that when I was younger and wore a lot of matte lipsticks, wear lip balm underneath, otherwise your lips gonna dry out. Let's see how that looks. Okay. It really doesn't feel matte. It feels super, what's the word? It's kind of like a satin feeling. So to feel really, really creamy. If I didn't know I had a matte lipstick on, I wouldn't know. It also doesn't look super matte. It might be the lip balm that I wore underneath. Let me know if you think it suits me or not. I can't really tell. It might be the silver eyeliner that puts me off a little bit with it. It definitely makes my teeth look really white because it has this like bluish undertone. I think I'll definitely wear it, and I'll probably have a look at some other shades as well. So yeah, those are all of the new products that I recently bought and that are new to my makeup collection. And if you have any other recommendations of products or brands that you think I should test, put them down in the comments and I'd love to buy them as well. And otherwise, I hope you have a good day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!